surrounded by cameras.
I know.
Hello.
Hi. So we're here.
Yes.
I am so excited. And as we've established, it is Fifi on the field, which is
Yes,
our lovely
Fifi.
green
Yeah, that's
velvet
right.
here.
Yeah, well.
And have the beautiful Tommy Ropati, who he's here at Randwich Tafe
Yes.
filming today, which is fantastic.
Thanks for having me.
No, my pleasure. Thank you for allowing us to do this first episode of, and we'll see where this all
kicking
goes,
it off.
Beyond the Lens.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. Honestly, Tommy, we've known each other for a few years now,
That's
and
right,
we met
yeah.
on the most amazing film, Six Festivals.
6 festivals.
So, how
wow.
was that experience for you working with Mac D'Souza?
Oh, man.
Mackie.
The man. He is the man. Yeah, well, he, getting to know him and him coming from growing up in that environment of rave and music and all that stuff. I, being on that set, I got to see that world of how he grew up and the stories that he's trying to portray.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Like I remember when we were trying to shoot this scene when I was playing the security guard, tackling one of the main characters.
You're a pretty fit guy. I must say, you do a lot of running. You do a lot of running in your career.
I know, and I was running, chasing them, like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, over the fence.
I'd never seen like an unorthodox type of shooting. Like, it was
yeah.
a real rave.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get a shot, and I'm tackling, and people are like, get off him, man. You can't do that.
No, totally.
Security.
So what is that, though? Like, how do you, I know the age-old question, like, how do you get into a role like that? Because you've been on some great productions like Prosper,
That's
on
right.
Stan now, and then also, Streets of Colour, which is like an amazing independent film. So tell us, like, what is it that you do to sort of just absorb yourself into these roles that you're playing in such a broad spectrum? Your love of the craft, I think that's made myself, if anything, watch you. So what is it? What is it when you do get that script and you get cast? What do you enter into? What do you go into?
I think,
what's that zone?
because I've only been doing this for 4 or 5 years. When I started, I used to, probably like most people, get a script, look at my lines, memorize the lines, and just trying to remember it, before the shoot. Fast forward to now, I've become a lover of stories.
Yeah, beautiful.
When I read a story, I immerse myself, open my imagination, and really see the bigger picture now. Yeah. Even before looking at the character that I'm playing, so that I have an idea of what's it about. Yeah. The characters, the location, and
the world they live in. Oh, when you scroll down your Instagram page, the amount of love that beams off your page is ridiculous. So, what would be that role that would be like, the epic one to play?
Well, it's I'm not sure, but what has been happening and it's been beautiful. Like how you mentioned Prosper. Yeah. I got to work alongside Richard Roxburgh.
Beautiful.
Man.
Phenomenal.
The greatest.
Man. Phenomenal. Yeah.
And working with him, I was playing his right-hand man, henchman. We would go and sort people out. I would drive for him and stuff like that. But, these kind of examples of these roles, working alongside these, great actors.
Yeah, Australian kind of iconic actors. Yeah, definitely.
I already feel like I'm in these big roles that I love to play. Yeah. And having those experiences, I can go off and do other roles, whether it's in a student film, independent film, or a big film. That feeling is still. Still the same.
Because you can learn so much by just absorbing, by being around great people can really bring you up, and all the sort of prep that you do beforehand will just come so much more easier. When you are around, the people that are prepared and everything's sort of in place, and you've just got to slot in and, as you say, tell that story. So, what has
the energy?
100%. There's that beautiful synchronicity that does happen on set. So far, like, what has been one of those stories that has really kind of hit home for you? What does sort of get at your own heartstrings in the sense of a good story?
Well, I'm a father in real life.
Yeah.
And I have beautiful wife and daughters. And every time I play father roles, whether for a TV commercial or in a story, it really somehow it hits my heart even more.
Yeah.
And it's not acting anymore.
Yeah.
You become that person because you are living it in real life. You can't train to be a father. You can't rehearse to be these kind of roles.
That purpose. Like there's nothing better when you can share what you do with the ones that you love, and
that's right.
you know, and you know, you're going on to set knowing that you're doing it for them. So what do they say when they see Daddy on the big screen, you know, doing his little dance in a commercial, the Rams one?
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I'm so sorry, but that is amazing.
Thank you. Yeah,
so what? This is the thing that This is the thing that fascinates me about you, because you have been embraced so much and so quickly into this industry, just because of who you are as a person. So when was that defining moment for you that you went, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go? What was that moment for you? What happened? What happened?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that, because when I came into this industry, I started working for an agency who I still love. Thank you. Still work for, and we're having so much success. But outside of the agency work, I had to find things that I can control instead of waiting for stuff. And then, what can I do for now? Oh, I'm good at making friends. I'm good at collaborating. Who's out there doing stuff? Let's communicate. Let's create. And I notice in on that side, there's a beautiful community growing, and the more you get to know people and you know, share these beautiful experiences with, the community just keeps growing, and everyone's sharing the love back.
Because what's your background again?
Yeah,
what is your base? So that's a lot of the cultural sort of storytelling and so forth. So is that something that was sort of innately in you to explore too? How does that sort of bridge between? Is that something? Or?
I mean, I've had experiences working on Polynesian productions as well, and it's beautiful because then I get to tap into on that culture side of myself to those stories. But in general, just meeting and working with beautiful people like you know.
Well, thank you. I really would love to work with you one day. I think it would be a powerhouse scene. So have you got, what have you got on the horizon then? Have you got some amazing projects on the horizon?
I mean, there's a couple of collaborative groups that I'm working with at the moment. Amazing group of artists, and everyone is, I mean, these are all guys that I've just met on set, guys who are mutual friends, and even outside of New South Wales, in Brisbane, I've got communities in Newcastle and other places. But
is that what you would say to, say, an aspiring young actor, is to create community? What would you say to an aspiring young actor who wants to enter this at any age, mate? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, at any age, what would you say to them?
Well, I would say, I mean, because I'm not able, I could share stuff about acting, but on the broader side, just connect. Yeah. You know, see who's out there. Yeah. Do stuff together, create. If you like writing, write. If you like,
Have you written? Have you written something?
Can
you share?
Not really written, but I did do a scene once where I got invited to do an audition. Yeah. Where I had to write this little piece and perform it to them to get the job. Yeah, wow. And I took on this challenge. I'm like, what can I do? Like, say, you know what I can do? I can be this father who's picking up this my son from the mom's place, and my son is going through this. He's going through a hard time. Yeah. And we're in this car driving, and we're just chatting, and I'm just telling him, you know, to get yourself sorted, like, you know, pull your head in and all this stuff. It was only like a page long sort of thing. And when I was able to perform that to the casting people, I went into that zone and I was lost in it. I was lost into it, and I didn't realize they were watching until I finished.
Yeah. What is
I
that?
went home
What
to-
is that feeling afterwards?
Oh,
How,
yeah, just
that's the adrenaline that kicks it.
that's the
I can
adrenaline.
see- That's the adrenaline.
That's
That's all
the
you
adrenaline.
need. You know,
That's the adrenaline I'm in love with.
that's your
man.
hit that you
yeah,
get.
the hit. Yeah.
But you obviously, okay, this is one thing that fascinates me
Yeah.
about you too, because you obviously do hit the gym.
Yes, I
You
do.
definitely do hit the gym,
man,
mate, and
let's
you
go.
do run in many scenes. So what
Yeah.
is it? What can you bench press,
Yeah.
mate? Tell me.
Oh,
Now that
no,
I'm
I
wearing
mean,
my World Gym
I
shirt
know.
today.
I love it. World Gym. There we go.
What do you bench press, man? What is it? What can you
I
bench
mean,
press?
if I go on a serious day, like I could
Yeah.
go up to 120 on a good strong day, up to 140. You know,
Yeah,
put
wow.
more.
Nice.
But,
And how many wheat bix do you eat?
Oh, oh man.
How many wheat bix do you have? I actually love
yeah,
wheat
yeah, I
bix, man.
love-
I'm a
yeah,
bit
that
of a
was
freak.
a
I like
great,
honey and Vegemite together.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
a bit.
Oh, man, I love
Good old
that
Vegemite.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm a eggs and bacon toast
Yeah,
kind of
nice.
breakfast in the morning,
nice,
guy,
nice.
man. So
So
stay strong.
where's
yeah.
your drive? Where's your drive now going?
Yes.
Where are you heading this Ropati train to, mate?
Yes,
Where are you
I
going
mean
towards?
just to keep chasing stories. I mean
Yeah.
that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Chasing stories, see, like you said, get that hit. You know, get another hit of imagination and playing characters, and then just have fun.
Love it.
But
Well,
good
I think
experience.
we've got to call it a wrap. We only have, I think the segment's going to be
yeah.
like 10 minutes
I know we can
on the
chat
field
all day.
with Fifi. I know we can definitely chat all day, all way.
Yeah.
I really do want to wish you every success with everything. And this has just been such a pleasure. And when we saw each other for the first time after so many years,
know.
the embrace was ridiculous.
Yeah.
The emotion was real. And I honestly do want
Yeah,
to say,
I
I
do,
just think,
yeah.
I think you're an absolute angel.
Thank you.
I really do. And everything comes from the heart, which I can feel. So thank you so much for your time,
Thanks for
Tommy.
having me.
And
cool.
I'll see you out there.
Yeah,
I'll see
for
you
sure.
out
I'll
there.
see you
Thank
on
you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a wrap.
All the best.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Excellent. That's cool.
Oh.
That's it. Yay, Tommy!
Yeah, let's go.